Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesign.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button somewhere in this region. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Good news. My fix, the black paint over the top, worked pretty good. I did miss a couple spots because it was hard to see when you're doing it. And then up here where I did the clear coat, it actually looks better with the black paint than it did with the clear coat. So I had done clear coat like on the edge and black paint over here. So we're going to fix that. We're going to fix this and we are going to be done because it doesn't look bad. I'm going to get you guys closer to show you so you can see it, but that worked. So for those of you who are like, what happened? When I try and distress semi-gloss or whatever, and this happens, what do? Thin coat. A thin coat of the original paint over the top. I just wiped away where I still wanted to see the wear spots, and it worked. Today, I'm going to probably use an art brush. Excuse me, I'm having a morning. It's going to be like 70 some degrees this weekend. So all the mold from under the snow is coming up and making Stacy all, I'm going to sound sick for a month because spring. Anyway, so I'm going to take an art brush today and just hit the details with the art brush, which is a little putsy, but again, I'm selling this. It's a client's piece. I want it to look right. So it'll be great. It'll be great. I'm really happy, actually. This, not so much the seat. I am really happy. Let me show you guys. So you can clearly see, like, here I did paint, but here it looks like I missed. And then here it looks like I missed or wiped away too much. But the rest of it, like, that's gone. And then up here, this is the clear coat. The difference is just like night and day. So I'm going to hit the rest of this with, I might actually give it a light sand and then hit the rest of it with black. And then on the back, it's almost perfect. So I got a couple spots here and here that I missed and it'll be great. And then the spindles and stuff we'll just touch up as we go. I didn't do the arms at all. You can see here, I need to hit the arms one more time, but it looks really nice. I'm going to be really happy with it when it's all done. Mostly because it's done, but I think it looks good. Like, it looks naturally worn, I think. Like, naturally shabbied. Like, you would wear a seat here. You would wear a seat here. You'd wear a seat here. You got to think about those things when you're doing the shabby look. But, wherever you see that dull gray is where I'm going to touch up today. And then the hubby says he's turned the air compressor on for me in his shop so I can finish the bench. Remember the bench? Remember the bench that I was going to do? And then I got stuck on the client chair. So I'm going to get the client chair done today and the bench. Yay! Let's do it. Okay, I wanted to darken up some of the spots where I actually had done some distressing, so like the wood is very light coming through here. So I have an art brush, and then I have some cabinet glaze. Get my little cabinet glaze. And I'm only going to put it on the white parts that are popping up. So when I wiped away, like this part, just a little too white. So I'm just going to cover it and I'm not going to wipe it off. So that'll dry on there. And give that an aged look to the pieces that I distressed. So if I feel like this isn't dark enough, say this little spot here, I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of cabinet glaze and then just leave it. And then I'm doing this before I do the black. Okay, I have you on the floor to better illustrate my point. See, this is very bright here. So I'm just going to take my paintbrush and try and show you guys what I'm doing. There's way too much glaze on this. But there we go. It just takes it and tamps that bright wood color down a little bit. And I think that little bit of attention to detail is why my clients keep coming back, right? Because that looks more authentic to me than that bright white wood that came out before. Oh, got another one. No, can't be bright. No bright, no bright. And I've hit all the spots now. But I'm just going to say this. Last time I'm going to monologue, I promise. Maybe not. I might be lying. I might not. The promise may not hold. But anyway. Anyone can slap a coat of paint on and sand it off. Anyone can do that. Literally. The difference between what makes it an art and what makes it just somebody who can slap paint on is things like this. Like taking the time to do this and make your piece look right is the difference between somebody who's just like, I know what I'm doing, and they slap a coat of paint on and they don't care. And they just sand it off and they don't care if their piece looks great. I've seen it. I've been at the shop and I've seen some pieces that I go, they just slapped a coat of paint on and they just literally don't care. If you care, it shows. I'm not the best furniture artist. I have people that I work with I admire very much. And I someday hope to be as good as they are. But I can tell you I'm better than about 80% of the stuff I've seen out there. So, you know, it's that little attention to detail. And I've seen people sand off stuff and you just have this raw wood. And I'm like, what was the thinking there? Like, age it. Just age it a little bit. And there are different aging techniques. I'm sure if you went on Pinterest, which Pinterest has become a cesspool of advertising videos that I can't stand anymore. I mean, I can't even find anything. But anyway, clean it up, Pinterest. But I'm sure there's a ton of, if you Google it, you can still Google blogs, not just Pinterest. You can still Google like aging techniques and there'll be, you know, I've seen people put vinegar and steel wool and it makes this like concoction that they use to age things and age wood so that it looks more naturally aged. The cabinet glaze works great for me. But if you got vinegar and steel wool and you find that recipe, I don't know how to do it. I've never done it. But use that if you don't want to spend the money on cabinet glaze or you don't have any stain that'll work. Go online, figure out how to do some aging techniques because it's the difference between what I consider a real furniture artist and just somebody who slapped a coat of paint on. And there are plenty of people making a living just slapping a coat of paint on, so you just have to decide what you want to do. For my client, I want to do it nice. I want to do a nice job. I mean, I'm charging her good money and I'm charging her like real money. This isn't a project that I'm doing for a friend, you know. This is somebody who's paying me to do a nice job, and I'm going to do a nice job. Yes, part of me is avoiding doing black right now. So, there you go. I'm in the heavy shop. Client truck. I've got this set up. So I want to make sure this big stripe looks like this one is in the center. So I'm going to get that all lined up here. As close to the center as I can. And then I'm going to be stapling on the frame for this one. So I've got the air compressor, my staple gun, got the good one. Woohoo! Pull it tight on this side, get it centered, make sure we're straight. pull it tight. Find the frame. Boom. Now we are centered. Then I'm gonna do one on each side. So I'll do one here on the back of the center, onto the frame. Because some of you were asking me after I had it screwed down how I was gonna upholster it to the frame. I'll show you in a second. Let me get this one on. Let me get you close. Right here is where I'm stapling it, to this lip here. So we're not going under here. We're gonna staple it directly onto the frame, and that's what I'm gonna do here. I think you can see it from there. But I'm gonna pull this one tight, find that lip, which is right there. Ta-da. Now we're gonna just do that all the way around and get this thing into the shop. Let's get it done. Trimmed off. So I hit a couple snags where I actually put staples on the part of the frame that I don't want the staples to be on. So I stapled around those. That's what I pulled off over here when I had to pull the fabric. You probably didn't see it because it was on time lapse, but I trimmed off the excess fabric, and now I'm going to go in and hot glue the trim piece that I have for this, the upholstery trim that we've got. I've had that upholstery trim for years, but I've got this little fat piece here. I'm gonna keep working on this for a minute. It was tough being out here because my husband doesn't have all my tools, and his tools, all of them are just sort of half not right. Like they've seen some wear. These are my sewing scissors, so they're sharp enough, but like I needed pliers, and all of his pliers don't actually meet at the tip, so you can't pull anything off. It was annoying, but I appreciate him letting me use his air compressor because my air compressor does not have the same power as his does. I have a small little pancake one, and it's noisy and it doesn't do the job. So I'm gonna keep picking at the little pieces of fabric that are still left on here, and then we're gonna take it up to the house and hot glue trim pieces all around here so that we can get it finished and priced and in the shop. But it looks super cute. I love how the green and the pink go together. It looks really cute. Glue gun and upholstery trim. So I've had this forever. It's all dirty. Oh, I just ripped it. That's not good. That's not good, Stacy. Don't rip it. Whatever you do, don't rip it, but you can see it's dirty right here. Dirty, 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 dirty. We're going to cut past that. And then we're going to trim out this footstool and be done. And move the chair into the other room and just let it think about what it's done. I look at it. I think now I'm being way picky. Like I'm looking at it and I'm seeing like brush marks here and there and everywhere. And then I'm starting to get irritated, and it's just, I need to take a break from it. So it's a good thing I have this project to irritate me. But the trim is wide enough to cover the staples. So I'm going to end up going around all the pieces where the staples are and gluing it down. And then this should look really pretty, really cute when I'm done. I'm going to I'm going to go do this by myself and then I will show you guys. And it's all trimmed up and it's finished. I'm so excited. It looks very cute. I'm really glad I went with the 3-inch. That we waited for the heavier duty cushion. You can see it went trimmed up all the staples and now it's cute. I'm not happy with my corners, but what do you do? It's going to be what it is. And it's still really adorable. Okay, I'm going to wrap up my day, you guys. I have to take the kiddo to archery tonight, and I'm going to like bake dinner and all that stuff. So I've moved my projects out. It doesn't look, the black chair doesn't look bad in the sunlight. So I think it's done. Again, I'm at that point where I can't see it anymore. So I have my husband looked at it and he goes, I think it looks good. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it looks good, but I'm now nitpicking it. I'm like, oh, is there too many brush marks here? Does this look sloppy? Does this look, and he's like, I don't think anybody's going to notice that but you. So that's just one of those, you get to that point where you're so critical of what you've done that you stop seeing what's really there. It's almost like furniture dysmorphia. Not to make light of body dysmorphic people. Don't even come at me for that. It's the only word I can think of that even comes close to that, how you're not seeing things. Because I'll see projects that I've had that feeling on sometime later, and I look at it and I go, oh yes, it wasn't. No, it looks all right now. You know, it's like a different perspective. So I've stopped picking at it. And I love the bench. I think the magazine rack that we picked up is probably going to kind of have like a little bit of a coordinating feel to that piece. I'm going to work on that. I've started pieces of it. You don't get to see that yet. It's a different video for a different day. So sorry about that. I might do some junking tonight while she's at archery. See what Bad Will's got going on. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junking. I hope you had a beautiful day. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.